Hey guys, as is the drill, my throat is scratchy. I've been trying to record this vlog and it's been failing, so I'm gonna try one more time and then I'm just done. Once again, I'm sorry that the only videos I've been putting up, except for one over the past 2 months, have been vlogs, but I wanted to do this one because I felt like I need to just sort of be upfront about a lot of things. For the past few weeks I've been saying, like, I can't really record videos, I don't have a desk, I don't have whatever. But, I mean, that's bullshit, and I think we all really know that somewhere deep down. If you've seen Let's Player setups, some guys are recording on a dining room table, some people are doing it in their bedroom, I've seen some people doing it in a closet. You know, I'm sitting here, I've got my camera, I've got a microphone in front of me, my computer is set up, hooked up to a big screen TV. I've got a gamepad here. If you've been following me on Steam, you know that I've been playing Binding of Isaac like crazy, so why haven't I recorded? I just can't. I just have not been able to. You know, when I started this channel, because I've mentioned before how much I love performing, and I really do. Like, performing is one of the few things, it's really the only thing that really just makes me feel kind of alive. You know, entertaining other people. You know, whether it's just like sitting in a group of people and telling stories that make people laugh or whatever else. You know, performing on stage, because I did it in high school and regionally, or I do juggling and magic and play multiple instruments. I get off on the rush of performing, and I like to think I'm pretty good at it. You know, and that was something I felt like I could pursue on the side while I had a real job and entertain this idea that I could be a Let's Player, like a real one. You know, I'm never gonna be, I was never going to be Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, or PewDiePie, or any of those multi-million subscriber guys. But I really did feel in my heart that I had it in me to be a well-known guy. A guy that made enough through YouTubing that I could make that like a low-paying job. And I could focus on it, and I thought if I just worked really hard at it, I could make it happen. And I wouldn't have like a really nice house and like a brand new, you know, expensive car, but I could have my own place or maybe share it with a roommate, and that would be my income. But, you know, I turned 30 recently, and I turned 30 while crashing on my friend's couch looking for a job. And I've been looking for a job. I've been on Indeed and LinkedIn and stuff, and I've got a couple out there. I've got some friends that are helping me. In fact, that's why I moved down here, because my buddy is trying to help get me into somewhere down here because Texas has a lot of jobs, etc., etc., etc. But when you're 30 years old and you don't have a job and you don't have your own place and, you know, you're single, no family, and you're watching your money kind of fritter away with student loans and credit card debt and a car payment, a cell phone bill, you know, the thought of pulling out a video game and putting on a camera and being like this pie-in-the-sky dream of like, I'm gonna be a Let's Player, it started to feel so childish. It started to feel pathetic almost. And like this camera's actually been sitting on the coffee table it's currently sitting on. It's been here for 2.5 weeks now. And every time I looked over at it, I thought, I'm gonna record something today. I've got games. I mean, yeah, I can't do the mouse keyboard thing, but I got games. I've still got my Oculus Rift sitting around. And I just couldn't. I couldn't force myself to get in front of this fucking camera and be, good evening, SomeGuyDude here, and I'm playing whatever the fuck I'm playing. I just haven't been able to. I have plain and simple not been able to. And the thing is, as the days stretch by, it's like, it makes it harder every time to dredge up that energy. You know, you miss a week, and that's alright, shit happens, you miss a week, you miss 2 weeks, alright, it's getting kind of weird now. After a month goes by, I look over, I'm like, I can't go back now. How am I gonna just dive back in like everything's cool? You know, what's the point anymore? I started to get really less than optimistic about the purpose of doing this anymore. Because doing it for fun is one thing when it's a hobby. But it's another, like I said, when you're looking for a job and living at a friend's place. And I just couldn't, there was nothing that felt good about doing this. And I'm gonna try really hard to make some videos again over the next 2 days. But I really wanted to just be honest with you guys about why I haven't. And it's not because I couldn't. I just didn't. You know, it's not because there was any external factor that prevented me from doing it. But performing is one of those things where, yeah, the best of the best of the best can wall off their emotions and they can hop in front of the camera and they can act like everything's just hunky-dory and there's no problem at all and alright, let's get on into this one. Are you ready to be scared? I know I am. And I could probably do that, but I wouldn't feel right about it. I could have. I just, the thought of making videos has just not been, it's just not been anything that felt right to me, and I'm sorry. And, you know, if anybody decides that they're done subscribing, I don't begrudge you for that. I don't. I thank you for sticking with me as long as you have. For those of you that hang around, I really hope that I'll be able to have something for you very soon. I don't think I have Adobe Creative Cloud anymore because I haven't been able to pay for the subscription, but I'm pretty sure I can make do. That's the thing. Where there's a will, there's a way. I just haven't had the will. And I mean, that's really it. I don't have any more beyond that. So, you know, this one's getting kind of long, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna try and keep vlogs at a minimum from here on out, if anything else. So, alright. It's getting kind of late, so, alright. Thanks for sticking with me. It means a lot, guys. You know, SGD out.